everyone keep an eye on the clock. We've got jobs booked.
Okay, Sam. I've got another 15 minutes before my next call.
Good man. Right now, listen up. While you're all here, I thought I might make a little announcement. Now, as you know, my business partner, Dexter Willis, will be returning to work today, and as we are all aware, Dexter has suffered some minor psychological problems due to his
What's
wife's...
psychological, Basil?
Where did he spring from? Do you have to bring him to work with you, Basil?
Well, otherwise he'd be left at home on his own.
I send him out selling dusters or something.
Harry, leave him alone.
Yeah, get off his case. He's handy to have round. He runs errands for us.
Yeah, I'm an hard worker.
Sam, Marlon. Why don't you pop down the road and get yourself an ice cream?
Yeah, what?
Dexter is returning to work.
What sort of ice cream?
I don't know. It's for you. Now, Dexter is coming back to work, and it is...
But what sort?
I don't know.
Get a cornetto.
Yeah, what?
Now, as I was saying, Dexter and his wife, Tina, have been...
I don't like cornettos.
Basil!
Holland, get one of them with a flake in it.
Yeah, I like them.
Dexter is coming back to work after his problems. Now, we all know what's gone on in his domestic life, and I don't want it mentioned.
Why? What happened?
His wife's been having an affair with the insurance man.
Yes, but that's all finished now. Dexter and Tina are rebuilding their marriage. That is why we have to show sympathy and understanding for his suffering. And it is suffering. I mean, ask Basil. His wife buggered off and left him to chase anything in trousers. Infidelity is sharper than a stiletto knife. One person's pleasure is another person's misery. One thoughtless word could cause a relapse. So, I don't want any of you zombies mentioning Dexter's wife having it off with this younger man.
Sam.
Dexter!
Hi, Dex.
Nice to see you, Dexy.
How are you feeling, Dexter?
I just bumped into the strange boy. He said he was going for a 69.
Although he meant a 99, he sometimes gets a bit mixed up. It's my stepson, Dexter. He's a little bit slow on the uptake.
Yeah, he is a bit Forrest Gumpish, isn't he? So, Reen, where's the jobs?
Here.
Right, I'll take the airport job.
But that was...
Henry.
I'll call him when I'm clear.
Well, he seems back to his old self, don't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See that poster? That's me.
Great.
We'll be with you in 10 minutes, sir. Bye. Press the one. Press the one. Come in, please.
Press the one, go.
Yes. Can you pick up Mr. Rabin from his shop and take him to Slough?
No can do, Sam. Give the job to someone else. I bought Tina some flowers.
Say again. Press the one.
I bought Tina some flowers. Lilies.
Lilies.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I'm going to pop them over to her as a little surprise.
Oh, that's very sweet of you.
It's the little things that matter most, Sam. My doctor told me that.
And there's silly old me worrying about the bigger things. Like keeping the customer happy and running a bloody business.
Shut up, you old Mary. I'm going off air. I'll see you in an hour.
Nope. Leave it. I was just going to get it out for you.
I'll do it. How much?
£4.50.
There's a tenner.
got some change somewhere.
No. Leave it.
Thanks very much. Nice guy.
I can assure you, Mr. Watkins, that none of our drivers are heroin addicts. They all have to undergo a thorough annual medical examination before they can work for Cresta Cabs. Whatever our driver may have told you, I'm sure there's been some kind of misunderstanding. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Watkins. At your service.
Andre, you're first. Important customer. Pick Mrs. Rossetti up.
Sorry, boss, got to let you down on that one. My car's out of action.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Who's next?
That's me, Sam.
And just when it was all going so well. Rain, give Henry the call.
You have to take a Mrs. Rossetti to Chelsea.
And don't take any shortcuts via Watford.
Sam, I'm a lot better now. I know I used to get lost when I first joined, but I'm a lot better now.
He's a lot better now. Do you know Chelsea?
No.
And get your car sorted out, Andre.
Yeah, I'm on the case.
Reminds me, I've got to get my car looked at.
Here, why don't you take it down to my two brother-in-laws?
Are you jesting with me? Do you seriously think I'd let you take my Jaguar down to Hammer and Spanner?
Yeah. Don't you call them Hammer and Spanner. They're Jag experts. They worked at Jaguar for years. They've got Jaguar certificates all over the walls.
Them two zombies?
Yeah. And they can do it a lot cheaper. And they do special deals for cash. And because they know everyone at the main plant, they can deliver spares a lot quicker than most garages.
Your brothers-in-law?
Yeah. Well, it's up to you. What's the problem with it?
No, it isn't really a problem at all. Just feels a bit lumpy sometimes. Anyway, I haven't had it checked for over a year. Pressure of work. Anyway, it probably only needs a service.
Well, they can do that for you. And they're fast.
And cheap.
Well, you'll be quids in, mate.
Oh, go on then. Take it down to them. Just a straightforward service. And take the radio out.
Right up.
And I know how many miles are on the clock, cock. And oi, don't have a crash.
Now, that is a shame. I was really looking forward to a smash-up today, but I won't now. Don't have a crash. I've a good mind to wrap it round a tree just to spite him.
Boy, why did you tell Mr. Watkins you were sick?
Sick? What are you talking about?
Well, he seems to think you've got a disease.
Most probably first impressions.
Up yours, Barry.
Well, I don't know where he got the idea from. Your first call.
All right.
Have we heard from Dexter yet?
Dexter is off the road. He is taking an emergency bunch of lilies home to Tina. Says he wants to surprise her.
Well, I think that's nice.
Nice?
Yeah, my Tommy's never done anything like that. Brought me a bottle of Guinness home once.
No, cut it. Cut it!
What's the problem?
Don't know, Basil. Cars have got computers in them these days. A few years ago, you could repair them yourself. Now you've got to call Stephen Hawkins in.
Let's give it 5 minutes. So, how's life treating you, Basil?
Oh, not too bad, Rajgeev, you know. All things considered.
I heard you joined the dating agency.
Took a lady out last night.
Was that the first?
Oh, no, there's been about 6 or 7.
Any good?
Not really. I mean, they were all very nice, you know, and sociable.
So, what was the problem?
Well, what's the expression? Didn't come up to expectations.
Why, what was wrong?
I don't know. None of them said.
We've just had a big call. I need 4 cars. Now, this is executive work. I repeat, executive. Rajiv, round the front, follow Bonio. He's got the details. Basil, follow... Basil? Why did you buy that car?
Well, it was very reasonably priced, Sam.
Reasonably priced. Basil, if somebody had given me that thing for free, I'd still have felt cheated. They must see you coming via satellite. Well, off you go.
Right on, son.
You got this thing working yet?
No.
But I need 4 cars.
Well, what do you want me to do? Pull one out of a hat? You go.
I can't. Barry's just taken my car down to Hammer and Spanner. Brilliant. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Dexter, am I glad to see you. We'll run off our feet in there. Look, do this run for us, will you? 3 other cars are already up and away.
I ain't working, Sam.
Eh?
I'm not working.
Ah. Yeah, sorry, Dexter, old friend. My mistake. It's just I saw you, a minicab driver, sitting outside a minicab office in a minicab, and I got it into my silly old head you might actually be minicabbing.
Well, get it into your thick head that I ain't working. All right?
Dexter?
She's done it again. Well, this is the last sodding time.
Questa 1, can you hear me? Questa 1, come in, please. Questa 1. Dexter, come in. This is base calling Questa 1. Nothing.
Evening, Sam.
Oi, did you get my car down there?
Yeah. Yeah. Them airbags don't half come out fast, don't they?
Oh, yeah, it's modern technology at its finest. Zombie.
Oh, Tina, it's Reen from Crest the Cabs. Is Dexter there?
No, he's not here, Reen.
He left hours ago.
How did he seem
When he left? Upset?
Yeah. Definitely moody. He got it all wrong, Reen. He just completely misinterpreted the situation. You see what
I haven't got time for all the details, Tina. I want to get off the phone in case he tries to get through on this line. But don't worry, we'll find him.
When you do, tell him I still love him. But don't tell him I've ordered some new furniture on his American Express card.
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about, Rajiv. You can't generalise on domestic disputes.
Look, all I'm saying is that the courts have made divorce too easy.
I think it's a good idea. If it weren't for divorce, where would we get barmaids from?
That's why people are taking such a casual attitude to marriage. The wedding ceremony seems almost like a test drive.
So what do you do if your lovely new car becomes a heap of junk after a couple of years?
You sell it to Basil.
You try your best to repair it. That's what you do.
Hey, you don't want to have a look at this alternator for me, do you?
Oh, that's it. Make a joke of everything.
I must admit that since I've come to the UK, I've noticed that people seem to have affairs at the drop of a hat.
Thank you, Henry.
Dexter's trouble is, he married the wrong bird. Once a slapper, always a slapper.
There's nothing like being magnanimous, is there, Barry? Oh, I better explain that word to him. Barry thinks magnanimous is the guy who asks the questions on Mastermind.
You know why no one likes you, Cambridge?
No.
Because you're always trying to use superior language that no one understands. You're always using a big word when you can use 3 or 4 little ones.
I only know 2 big words.
You've always got to let everyone know that you went to university.
Testicles and marmalade.
Well, a lot of good university, did you? Because you're still a stupid minicab driver like me.
That's what I call shooting yourself in the foot, Barry.
Hey, this is what I call punching you in the face, Cambridge.
Yeah? Come on, Barry, come on, you want to go? Come on,
Come on. Stop it.
You're quite a wit, aren't you, Barry? You know, Lenin once said, those who cannot think for themselves hide behind sarcasm.
I'm not as stupid as you think, Cambridge. And I'll bet he said that after he met Yoko.
Possibly.
Yes. Yes.
Right, listen up. The night crew will be here in a minute, so you lot might as well all go. If Dexter don't turn up during the night, I'm going to close the office tomorrow. I want every driver out there on them streets looking for him. I'll pay your mileage. And if anyone sees him on the way home, call in immediately. Wait a minute. I ain't got a car. Do you want to come in for a minute?
Oh, no, I better go.
It's just if Dexter's left a message on the answering machine. I've got no transport.
Any luck?
No. Check the machine. Nothing.
Look, I don't really fancy this coffee.
Ring. Do you have to go?
Yeah, of course I gotta go. Tommy will be waiting for me.
Tommy will be out of his head by now. He won't know if you're there or not.
Yeah, well, I still gotta go.
Can't you just stay for a while? Huh? Just for now. We can talk.
What about?
Oh, anything. Old times.
Oh, no. No, Sam, I gotta go. Sorry.
It's all right. There's his car.
Sam, would you like me to come in with you?
No. That's very nice of you, Henry. Dexter and I go back many years. I think I'm the only one he really talked to. God knows what I'm going to say, though.
If it's any help, the same thing happened to me back in Nigeria. An old school chum of mine found himself in the same predicament as Dexter. So I, as his best friend, had to go and talk to him to try and rationalize the situation. You understand? So, I reminded him of a wise old Nigerian saying.
What's the saying?
Let me see. Ihe ọjọọ daa na nwoke, ihi ụwa na nwoke dimkpa nwoke, ya eji obi agụ were na ọwụ sọsọ ya. Ọ kpọwarị.
I'll give it a try.
Thank you. It means a man is not a man until he can accept his misfortune with the heart of a lion.
Thank you, Henry. You return to base. I'll see you later. Dexter?
Sam. Sit down.
I've been looking everywhere for you. Tina phone said you hadn't been home all night. You've been sleeping rough.
Yeah, I suppose I must have. Let me get you a drink.
No, I don't fancy one. Don't think you should have any more either. Hold on to these. Don't want you driving in your condition. You think things are bad at the moment. Just imagine if you lost your licence on top.
Yeah. Got to think of my reputation. Reputation. That's the way I tell him.
Dexter, pull yourself together. You've been taking them new pills the doctor gave you?
Yeah. I've been knocking them back with straight vodka. She's done it again, Sam.
You said that... Who?
Well, it's the same bloke. Rory, the insurance man. What do you mean, who? She ain't a slag, Sam.
No, of course not. But I thought it was all over between them.
Yeah. So did I. Me. I brought him into my house. I gave him business. I gave him all the insurance work on Cresta cabs, the full dog swingers. But he weren't happy with just his commission, was he? No, the little bastard wanted a bonus. I should have known. He wore socks with little tennis players on them. Never trust a man with little tennis players on his socks.
Goes without saying.
I gave her everything, Sam. A beautiful house, new car, holidays, jewellery. Did you see the telly? Markham stereo. It was like you were there, Sam, like you were there.
Yeah, it's brilliant, Dex.
Took her to Barbados, Glitter Bay, no old shit. Did you see the brochure?
Paradise.
And all I ever wanted in return was for Tina. Just once. Just once, Sam. To hold my hand.
Dexter.
And to look me straight in the eye and say, I love you, honey. I don't need anyone else in all the world but you. I promise I will stop seeing Rory.
Dexter.
It will be just you and me. Forever.
Well, that's lovely.
Because I love you with all my heart.
Dexter, people are looking.
I don't give a shit. They can look all their life.
Just calm down. You're getting all sort of... You know. You're right. You did a lot for that woman.
A lot? I gave her the world, and I never laid a finger on her.
No, you didn't. Well, there was that time.
Yeah, well, she asked for that. And who paid for the plastic surgery? Me. And I had her ears pinned back while she was out. Do you remember what it was like before? Big bastards, weren't they? And how did she thank me? I caught them, Sam. Tina, an acne man. Her and her big ears, him and his boils and zits and those poxy socks. But do you know what really hurt? They were playing our song.
Were they? I didn't know we had them. Oh, you and Tina's song. Sorry. Dexter, where's it hurting?
Love you. When I love you. And I will love you.
It's a beautiful song.
I don't know all the words.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
It's from the film The Bodyguard. Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. Me and Tina went to see it about 5 times. I always saw myself as Tina's bodyguard.
And you were, Dexter. You looked after her well. Now look, Dex, there is a wise old saying. A man is not a man until he can accept his misfortune with the heart of a lion.
What's that all about? That sounds like that old crap Henry comes out with. Sam, I want to tell you something.
Of course you can. Go ahead. All the time in the world, old friend. all the time in the world.
I'm in trouble, Sam. I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to drink any more of this. This is a depressive. It doesn't help.
Sam, I've done something and I need someone to talk to.
That's what I'm here for, Dexter. I told Ring, I said, I'm going to find him and I'm going to let him talk it all out. I'll be your sounding board, Dexter.
I feel as if...
No, look at me more like a sponge. I will listen and absorb everything you've got to say.
Right.
Give me your grief and your pain. I've got big shoulders, Dexter.
I've got to tell you something.
I've got all the time in the world.
You're a pal. You see...
Well, what are pals for? A shoulder to cry on? A crotch to lean on?
You see...
No, look at me more like a lantern on a cold, dark night.
Yeah.
Just get it all out in the open. It is no good keeping it inside, eating away at you.
You're right. When me and Teen first met, it was like love at first sight. We just...
I know the feeling. When me and my Muriel first met, it was like destiny. Our eyes met and it was like a sort of a zing right down my spine. And she said the same thing happened to her. Yeah, well, it was a long time ago now, wasn't it? A lot of water's passed under the bridge since them days. Do you remember when we started Cresta Cabs?
The account books are in the bottom drawer of my desk.
Right. We worked 24 hours a day to build that business up. Slept on the back seat of the car some night.
Excuse me.
Yeah, of course. Do one for me while you're out there. Memo to all staff. For the next couple of months, particularly whilst Dexter is in the office, do not, I repeat, do not play the balladess Whitney Houston's haunting rendition of I Will Always Love You, known colloquially as the theme from The Bodyguard. Loyalty and discretion prevents me from elaborating further on this directive, but suffice to say it may bring back unpleasant memories for Dexter, vis-a-vis the sun-kissed Tina and the boy with the quiche Lorraine face. Green?
Is that you, Sam?
It's Sam. I found Dexter. Tell everyone to relax. I'm going to drive him and his car back to the office.
How is he?
Well, he's okay now. He was very traumatised when I first got here. Been drinking and mixing it with them pills. I mean, I just thank God it was me who found him. I mean, I'm the only one he'll really talk to, and the only one he'll listen to. I mean, he was very disturbed to begin with, but now he seems, well, far more balanced and, dare I say it, optimistic.
What did you say to him?
Well, I didn't really say anything. I just let him talk it all out. I just listened, Reen. I just listened. I mean, listening is a forgotten art, you know. So many people these days, well, they love the sound of their own voice so much they don't let anyone else have a chance.
Oh, my God, he's off the bridge. Where is he now?
Sorry, Reen. I didn't catch that. There's a lot of shouting going on here.
Is he with you?
Do you mind? Trying to make a phone call here. Sorry, Reen. Say again. I'm not looking forward to this, Reen.
Well, obviously not. No one looks forward to an inquest. Will that insurance man be there to give evidence? What's his name?
Roy. Yeah, I suppose he will, if they can find him. He went into hiding the moment it all happened.
Oh, well, I suppose once today's over, Tina will be able to make her funeral arrangements.
Yeah, well, I think I'd better do all that. I am, if nothing else, an organiser, aren't I?
Yeah, you are, Sam.
And anyway, I don't think Tina's up to it. She seems so desolate. I mean, I know what she did wasn't right, but she's suffering. After all, we all do something that is considered not right at some time in our lives, don't we?
Yeah.
And loneliness is a terrible penalty to pay. Especially when it didn't feel wrong in the first place. Do you know what I mean? Right?
Good morning.
Henry,
Yeah, it's just a little bit of grit in your eye, there. Yeah.
where have you been?
Who knows? I've been stuck in traffic jams all over London. I'll never get the hang of this city.
Hold it! Try it again.
I'm not an expert, Andre, but I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Sodding thing. This is my living. What am I going to do?
Remember my brother-in-law had that car parked outside his house that he never used?
Oh, yeah.
But he sold it last week.
You're good to have around, Barry. Real good.
Andre,
Yes, boss.
in a couple of minutes, I want you to take me down to the coroner's court.
Yeah, but my car's just still... I'll let it cool down and try it again.
Hey. This isn't one of your birds, Andre. This is a sophisticated piece of machinery.
And it's had its son.
I still can't believe it. Dexter, just gone like that. I wonder where his soul is now.
Soul? Soul? The only soul he had, mate, was on the bottom of his jack boot.
Oh, come on, Barry. I mean, he weren't that bad.
He was strange. Remember that party he had at his house at Christmas? He come up and he punched me right out the blue.
What's strange about that? Lots of people punch you.
Yeah, but usually there's a good reason for it.
What's his car doing parked here?
Sam drove it round the day of the, you know... But he couldn't really take it round to the widow, could he? Oh, by the way, Tina, Dexter's topped himself, but his car's in the drive.
I know this might sound stupid.
Oh, don't worry, Basil, we know you.
I don't like his car being parked there. I mean, it's a dead man's car.
You're not superstitious, are you? Do you think it's haunted? Dexter's ghost is going to jump out of the glove compartment. Ooh, gotcha, Basil!
Shut up, Andre.
Basil! I'm coming to get you.
Be afraid, Basil. Be very afraid. At your age, the two of you silly fools. Give over.
Are you ready, Andre?
My car's broken down again.
Broken down? But it broke down last week and you lost work then. I thought you'd had it repaired.
So did I. Where's your car?
Still at Hammer and Spanner. What did they say was wrong with it?
I don't know, but it's serious.
I want you to drive me, Andre, because I want to get there on time. I don't think I've ever told you this, but you are my most intelligent driver.
Thanks.
And we need you working today, Andre. We've got a busy morning.
Yeah, and I need the money, but what can I do?
Oh, you can use Dexter's car.
Dexter's car?
Yes,
But that's Dexter's car.
but he won't mind.
Yeah, but I mean... Is it insured?
But of course it's insured. His wife was knocking off an insurance man. I thought he'd gone to the toilet, Mum. So, while he was gone, I went to the bar and ordered him a chicken and mushroom pasty. It was his favourite.
Nobody in the pub said anything to you, Mr. Mountjoy.
Such as, Mum?
Well, nobody pointed out that your friend had just jumped off a bridge. I'm sorry, Mrs. Willis.
No. I mean, I noticed that a group of people had congregated down by the riverbank. I just assumed somebody had caught an abnormally large pike.
What was Mr. Willis's general demeanour?
Stubborn, short-tempered, aggressive.
Did you find that odd?
Oh, you mean on the actual day? Oh, on the day when it happened, he was Well, he was very depressed. He kept on talking about other things.
Other things. Can you elucidate for the court?
I never found out what they were, Ma. I mean, I sensed they referred to something that Dexter had done, and now I either felt deeply ashamed of or could find no escape from. Or both. I mean, I don't know whether these things were real or imaginary. He'd been drinking very heavily, you see, and he'd been taking too many of his prescribed tablets.
Mrs. Willis told the court that the day prior to the one in question, her husband attacked an insurance salesman, a Mr. Rory Barnett. Did Mr. Willis mention this to you?
No, Mum.
I see. Other witnesses in the pub mentioned Mr. Willis holding your hand and singing to you?
Yes. Well, he was demonstrating to me his feelings for his wife, Tina. He'd had a breakdown, you see. In fact, he'd been behaving a bit strangely for quite some time. Yeah.
So, where are you off to this year?
Cyprus. Got an apartment just outside Limassol. Have you ever been to Cyprus?
No, never. Love to go there.
Oh, you ought to come over with me sometime. You'll really like it.
Yeah, here it's lovely.
Oh, it is. I've got some friends out there, actually, who've got a small...
Oh, Christ.
Still can't quite believe it. And as I left the pub, I looked back to our table and I thought, 10 minutes ago, Dexter was sitting there. Now all that remained, like a memorial to his existence, was the chicken and mushroom pasty. Fate has a way of summing up the triviality of our existence, doesn't it?
Usually. Thank you, Mr. Mountjoy. You may step down.
Thank you, Mum.
Is this insurance salesman chap Barnett? Is he in court?
He was informed by post, madam, but he failed to arrive.
Has the officer of the court inquired about his whereabouts?
His neighbours say they haven't seen him for some time. They think he's on holiday.
I do beg your pardon, Mum.
Holiday. Had he informed the court of this holiday?
Not to my knowledge, madam.
That might be my mum. I gave her your number.
How would you give her my number for? This is a business line.
In the meantime, instruct the police to issue a summons. I
Hello?
won't have my court held in contempt like this.
Really?
I will see to it immediately, madam.
What are you calling me here for? I'm in the coroner's court. What? Oh, my God. Yes. Yes, thanks, Reen. Roger, Roger. Oh, God, God, God.
What's happened?
Mr. Mountjoy, is there a problem?
Well, yes and no, Mum. I've just been informed that Rory, the insurance salesman, has been found.
Good. I'd like the young man brought to court.
I don't think you would, Mum.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mountjoy. I'd like to hear what he has to say.
Well, that's the problem, Mum. Unless you're willing to accept a testimony from Mystic Meg, could prove difficult.
Basil! Mr. Tyler, your guest has arrived. Good evening. You must be Delia. My name's Basil. People call me Baz.
Good evening.
Please, won't you sit down? Can I get you a drink?
Mineral water, please.
A mineral water, please, Lee, and my usual. So, have you travelled far?
Do you mean in general or tonight?
Oh, tonight.
Just a few miles, but the traffic was appalling and it started to rain.
Oh, dear, dear.
So,
Yes, indeed.
Sorry?
Is it all nothing?
The agency said you were involved in communications.
Yes, yes.
So what you do?
I'm a postman.
Postman?
That's correct, yes.
Is that some sort of hip technical slang for somebody involved in the digital web or whatever it's called?
Oh, no. It means I'm a postman.
You deliver letters?
And collect. You've got to be a bit of an all-rounder in the modern Royal Mail. I understand you're an interior designer.
Yes.
What exactly does that entail, then?
I design interiors.
Oh, right, I see. Right, so you don't bother with outsides, then?
I work on exteriors as well, yes.
But not in weather like this, I bet.
No. Do you know, I think I've got something of a migraine coming on.
Leave it to me. Lee, a couple of headache pills, please. My usual.
Well, the police were getting uptight with me because I hadn't told them I'd take Dexter's car back to the office. I didn't see the point. I mean, it was a cut and dry case. I was the chief witness. I mean, what could his car have told him?
That there was a body in the boot.
Well, yes. Now I see that.
That insurance man, Rory, how'd he die?
A single bullet wound to the head.
Oh, God. I never thought Dexter could be a murderer. I assume it was murder.
They haven't ruled it out, Ree.
Don't you get ratty with me. I can go home to my Tommy if I want that. I meant it could have been manslaughter.
Of course. Sorry. It's just so sad. I mean, now, with the gift of hindsight, we can see what was happening. Dexter's male menopause had reached its overload. I mean, there he was, a man of 45, who'd married a much younger girl. Feared he couldn't hold on to her. That one day she would succumb to the charms of a younger man.
Which she did.
Which she did. So he tried to buy her love. Brand new Mercedes, big new house, Caribbean holidays, flash restaurants, widescreen televisions with Nikon digital stereo. It's like you're there, Reed. It's like you're actually there.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
And I asked myself two questions. One, how could he be so stupid not to know that it would all end in disappointment or disaster? And two, how could he afford it?
Suppose he blew all his savings, and he wasn't stupid, Sam.
He tried to buy her, Reen. And as the Beatles once said, money can't buy you love.
No, but it can buy you company for a while. You see, Sam, Dexter was a lonely man.
Dexter?
Yeah. What was his life before he met Tina? He'd leave the office, go to the pub and drink himself into oblivion.
Never.
I used to drink with my Tommy. If you drink with Tommy, oblivion's the best you can hope for.
Yeah, all right. So Dexter enjoyed a drink in his off-duty hours. But lonely? No. I mean, me and Dexter are out of the same mould. I mean, I go home every night to an empty house, but I'm not lonely, because so many things occupy my mind.
Like what?
Well, there's mail to be opened, letters to be answered, calls to be made.
That's business, Sam. That's not living. You hide behind your work. You don't leave the office till after dark. You come in so early it's still dark. You get less vitamin E than Dracula. And before he met Tina, Dexter was the same.
That's being responsible, Reen. Not being lonely.
Whatever you say, Sam. I'm going home.
Well, I just finished my coffee. I'll be on my way. I'm going to miss him, Reen. Got to run the business on my own now.
I'm still here, Sam.
I'm so sorry. I just don't feel like eating. I've had a really bad day. Everything seems to have gone wrong.
Oh, I know how you feel. I work for a minicab firm on the side, and we've just had a week from hell. One of the partners committed suicide. The other one's been at the inquest all day, and this afternoon we found a dead body in one of the cars.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, would you like me to drive you home?
No, my car's just... It's not far.
Oh, well, when you're feeling better, if you'd like me to take you to dinner again, just give me a call. I gave you my telephone number, didn't I?
Yes.
That's right. Well, good night, Delia.
Good night, Basil.
Baz.
No love you, Basil?
No, I don't know, Lee. Her body language wasn't good.
Did she give you her telephone number?
No, she wouldn't even give me her postcode.
I'll have the bill, please.
Driving along in a winter wonderland. Driving along.
Stay with us here on UK Gold. Our regular double shift with the bill begins after the break.
Driving along.